A very good evening and welcome to the midweek edition of Primetime News. I'm Selima Shumwefeleni Masipa and I'm grateful for your company this evening. Leading our bulletin tonight, the Kunene region has experienced one of the most severe drought periods in the past decade, resulting in livestock losses exceeding 90%. This dire situation has triggered a surge in livestock theft as farmers endeavor to rebuild their herds after suffering losses due to the harsh climatic conditions. Consequently, a significant portion of these affected farmers now relies on government food and drought assistance programs for support. In a recent interview with the Namibia press agency, Namibian Police Force Community Affairs Officer in the region, Inspector Vehangaiza Kandi Reiter, disclosed that the majority of stock theft cases involve farmers who have fallen victim to the current climatic crisis, desperately trying to recover and replace their lost livestock.
According to Reiter, mostly young people are involved in livestock thievery due to the fact that they are unemployed and as a result they turn to crime. Since the very beginning, livestock has been the economic backbone of the most Kunene farmers. Nevertheless, authorities in the region have reported an increase in livestock theft, which is now threatening community livelihoods on top of the recurring drought. Chief Vemui Shambiru of the Kakurukowe Traditional Authority was among many who decreed livestock theft, stating that it is impossible to police stock theft since most of the region lacks borderlines to prevent the free movement of livestock from one constituency to the next. The region's police have been undergoing pressure to tighten security and reduce the increase in stock theft, which includes outsiders from other regions. The most prominent areas for stock theft, according to Reiter, are Omakange, Ocho, Okonjota, Okorosave, Okapembapu, and Ohandungu, where goats, donkeys, and cattle have been reported stolen.
Shifting our focus to informal settlement development. The City of Windhoek Municipal Council has granted approval for a plan aimed at electrifying approximately 4,000 households within Windhoek's informal settlements over the next 5 years. According to the council's statement, this 5-year electrification initiative seeks to build upon the previous plan, which was in effect from 2017 to 2022. Since 2017, 3,515 service connections have already been completed in various areas, including Ochomwisi, Havana, Goriangap, One Nation, Okahanja Park, Nguruambashe, Babylon, and Kilimanjaro.
The council said the electrification projects under the 2017 to 2022 plan were funded by the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development and NamPower, with a total capital investment of around 45 million Namibian dollars. The proposed areas for electrification consideration will be limited to demarcated areas situated within the informal settlements identified in consultation with the Department of Housing, Property Management and Human Settlement in accordance with the Development and Operating Policy. The 2023 to 2028 electrification plan is expected to cost between 15 million Namibian dollars and 20 million Namibian dollars per annum, the council stated. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Now, the municipality of Omaruru has recently relocated over 30 households who were previously residing in the deteriorated single quarters residence. The decision to demolish these houses, which were constructed by a local builder between 2006 and 2009 for the first phase and between 2010 and 2013 for the second phase, was made in 2014 due to their poor construction quality. The entire project cost 2.2 million Namibian dollars. For more details, let's delve deeper into this report.
Okay.
The single quarter, it came way back, and it was never easy. Actually, everybody, the CEOs, the councillors, they have tried the best, but it was not easy. But yeah, this year we managed in June, July, we managed to relocate the people out of single quarter. There were some people who were already on the 2010 beneficiary list. So those were some of the areas that we consider first, that let us go back to that list. We look into it with the council, and we identify that through this house of Build Together, which are really standing for quite some time, which were also dilapidating, we allocated those beneficiaries who deserved those houses. And those who were not able to qualify for the Build Together, we were able to give them advance. But it was not just a giving. We were looking at some of the criteria, because if we were just to give like that, then it could have also created more chaos to the people within Nomaruru. But that is what we have done. The single quarters is no more there. We are only at the stage now of demolishing it out completely. But I want to see patience, because the people who were living in single quarters were doing business within the single quarters. So what we are looking at actually is now the government. We have been seeking fund assistance from our line ministry to see how best that they can assist us, so that we can put up a proper open market. That probably we're going to call it also a single quarter open market.
Employees of Nova Nam in Luderitz recently organized a peaceful demonstration urging the company to disburse their shares in the fishing company. Cheryl Links, speaking on behalf of the employees, addressed a petition to the Fisheries and Marine Resources Minister, Derek Claassen. In the petition, they called upon the minister to intervene and facilitate the resolution of their payment concerns regarding their 15% shareholding in the company.
Their share accounts were created for workers in 1997 as part of the company's social responsibility in return for larger fishing quotas and a reduction in levies and taxes that the company paid towards the Namibian government. The employees claim that in May 2021 they received a letter from Nova Nam indicating that the company will start with a payout process of over 10 million Namibian dollars. The employees also expressed dismay that temporary workers are excluded from the 15% shareholding, with some having worked for more than 5 years continuously and forming part of the company's growth. The employees further expressed their unhappiness that management decided to change the shareholding of 15% of the employees to trustees without their input, saying no reasons were provided to them for such changes. The employees vowed to continue demonstrating during their lunch hour until their concerns are addressed. Receiving the petition, the ministry's Control Fisheries Inspector, Desmond Bester, promised the group that the petition will be forwarded to the minister. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Stay tuned for our upcoming business segment, where we will bring you the latest developments in economic and financial news. Welcome to the Primetime Biz segment, your leading source for the latest developments in local and continental business news. During a media engagement held on Tuesday, Bank of Namibia Deputy Governor Epson Wanguta offered valuable insights into domestic economic trends. Wanguta highlighted that the growth in the domestic economy decelerated to 3.7% during the second quarter of 2023 as opposed to the 8.5% recorded in the same quarter of the previous year. Our correspondent Eba Kandovadu was present at the engagement to provide us with further insights into this matter.
Wanguta added headline inflation rose to an average of 6.0% during the first 8 months of 2023, compared to the average of 5.6% during the corresponding period of 2022. This increase was mainly on account of higher inflation for food and non-alcoholic beverages, housing, alcohol beverages, and tobacco. Globally, monetary policy tightening and geopolitical tensions have created economic uncertainty. The deputy governor, however, highlighted that domestic, global and regional economic developments, as well as the peg arrangement between the Namibia dollar and the South African rand, are essential considerations in the formulation of monetary policy. The meeting further provided key updates on the SME Economic Recovery Loan Scheme that was relaunched in February 2023. To date, over 280 million Namibian dollars has been dispersed to 267 businesses operating in the construction, retail, manufacturing, and oil and gas industries. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
Meanwhile, Bank of Namibia Governor Johannes Gavachab underscored the pivotal role played by regional organizations in analyzing crucial lessons learned from crises, preempting threats before their occurrence, and strengthening regulatory frameworks to bolster preparedness. Governor Gavachab specifically mentioned bodies like the Council meeting of the Committee of Insurance, Securities, and Non-Banking Financial Authorities, which is a part of the Directorate of Finance, Investment and Customs within the Southern African Development Community Secretariat. Once again, Eba Kandovadu provides us with the details.
Committee of Insurance, Securities and Non-Banking Financial Authorities' mandate is to ensure that the non-banking financial services regulatory frameworks are harmonized and comply with the best international practices, standards and principles as set by the relevant international standard-setting bodies. Gavachab made these remarks at the opening ceremony of the 46th General Council meeting of Committee of Insurance, Securities and Non-Banking Financial Authorities in Swakopmund on Tuesday, where he noted that in Namibia, the non-banking financial institution sector's total assets stood at approximately 366.2 billion Namibian dollars as of December 2022, constituting about 68.8% of the financial sector's total assets. The meeting, which is being hosted by the Namibia Financial Institutions Supervisory Authority (NAMFISA), serves as a platform for the Committee of Insurance, Securities and Non-Banking Financial Authorities members to exchange insights, learn from one another and enhance mutual understanding, while also underscoring collective responsibility to safeguard the financial stability of respective countries.
Now let's shift our focus to tomorrow's weather report, where we'll bring you a comprehensive weather forecast covering the entire nation. Welcome to Sport Planet, your ultimate destination for everything sports related. The Deputy Director of Marginalized Communities in the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare has urged the Namibia Football Association and Namibia Sports Commission to extend their support to the Dr. Libertine Amadila Sports Tournament. This event is scheduled to take place in Kavango East from December 10 to 17, 2023, and it aims to promote and coordinate sports activities for marginalized communities. During an interview with the Namibia Press Agency earlier today, Deputy Director Rebecca Namwandi revealed that she had attempted to engage with these organizations last year, but her efforts to secure the support she needed were unsuccessful. On to sports news from further afield. Jurgen Klopp is advocating for a replay of Liverpool's match against Tottenham, citing a VAR error that denied them an opening goal over the weekend. Tottenham ultimately won the Premier League game 2-1, putting an end to Liverpool's unbeaten start to the season with a 96th minute own goal from Joel Matip. The controversy stemming from the VAR mishap in Saturday's loss, where Luis Diaz's goal was wrongly disallowed due to a misunderstanding over the on-field decision, continues to resonate. The Professional Game Match Officials Limited released the audio conversation among the match officials at Liverpool's request, but Klopp remarked that it had little impact on their perspective.
What I want to say is it's really important that we, as big as football is, and important as football is for us at least, that we really deal with it in a proper way. So, and I mean that all of the people involved, on-field ref, linesman, fourth official, and especially now in this case VAR, they didn't do that on purpose. So, and we should not forget that. Yes, it was a mistake, an obvious mistake. And I think there would have been solutions for it afterwards. If not, and I can say immediately, even probably some people don't want me that to say, but not as a manager of Liverpool so much, more as a football person, I think the outcome should be a replay.
Stay tuned for your sports roundup. That concludes our broadcast for tonight, and we extend our heartfelt gratitude for your viewership. Before we bid you farewell, we kindly invite you to join the larger Nampa TV community by following the on-screen instructions to subscribe to our channel. Additionally, please take a moment to like and share our content and actively participate in the comments section. Your engagement significantly contributes to the enhancement of our productions. On behalf of myself, Feleni Masipa, and our dedicated production team diligently working behind the scenes, we wish you all a peaceful and restful night. Good night.